Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 991. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, one and all.
What's up, Chris?
What's going on?
All right, so what do you got?
Do you want to do the Star Wars stuff first, or do you want to
Yes.
do the alien stuff? Okay.
Please,
This is very trivial news. It's nothing too crazy.
okay.
I'm trying to get the picture of it. So this is spoilers, however, for episode 8. If you don't want to see this or don't want to hear about it,
Okay.
Stop watching now.
Okay.
So today, if I can get this picture to work, we got confirmation on the story that Kylo Ren is indeed going to have his own modified TIE fighter in
Cool.
episode 8.
Oh,
Much different from the ship that he has in Force Awakens.
right.
So I have a picture. Now, this picture is a picture of the toy. And I have to admit, it's not a very good angle.
Okay.
You can't see the front of the ship. You can only see one of the TIE shields.
Right. All right, let's see.
So I'm going to try and screen share this as soon as I can. Now, you can clearly see the modifications as soon as it comes up.
Okay.
Okay, I was wondering if there's going to be some similarity to Darth's ship.
Now, we have the white wings that are common for the First Order.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's obviously these gaps in here. Now, I think there are guns on the ends of this, and I think these might also be some form of lasers or something like that. This looks more of like a flat kind of surface, but again, you can't really see too much of this. So they said that he pilots this, obviously, in the movie. It's, I believe, a one-man ship, because this is obviously, it's the size of a TIE fighter. It might be a little bit bigger.
Okay.
And this is the Hot Wheels toy.
right.
So this is interesting. I think it looks cool from what we can see here. I'd like to see what the front of the ship looks like.
Yeah, same here.
I'm happy he's getting his own ship, because
Me too.
I've always had this idea that since he's connected to the Skywalkers and Solos, he's probably a pretty good pilot.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The other rumor, the more spoilish rumor, is that this didn't come out today. This came out at another time, I believe. There's a scene apparently in the movie where he flies this from the Mega Destroyer, which is the name of Snoke's personal Star Destroyer, which is apparently like even bigger than a Super Star Destroyer.
Wow.
So big that it has like apparently its own castle
Damn.
built
Wow.
into the ship. Which confirms the idea that was rumored in The Force Awakens, that Supreme Leader Snoke is always on the move. He's not in one place. He's always moving.
Right. Wow.
So again, it's not too crazy. It's just a ship, just a toy of the ship, but it is interesting stuff. It does confirm. This is again another rumor that has been basically confirmed from these leaks. I keep saying, the idea of, oh, it's on the internet, it must be fake. I'm telling you, that's starting to turn around with a lot of this movie stuff, because
Okay.
now we're getting a lot of confirmed things, at least from some movies that we follow, that these leaks are real. And
Yeah, it's
they're
looking like
coming
they're
out.
doing, like the toy line is actually leaking it before anything else.
Yeah.
Because we all know what happened with the BVS or BS. I mean the BVS thing with Lex Luthor and missing hair.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm happy that he can fly. Obviously, that's he should be able to have his own ship, his own thing. And the Super Star Destroyer for Snoke, I like that idea with the castle. That's pretty different. So I just want a story of
if they're hitting on his size being larger than a normal person, that could be understandable too.
I just want a little bit of how he came to take over the whole entire First Order with Snoke. Like, where the hell did he come from? Do you think they're going to say that, or?
I think they're going to allude to it. If they don't, I think they're going to. I think they're going to save it for 9. I think they're going to allude to it, because this is what I'm thinking. We've apparently got some sort of confirmation that Rey's family is going to be revealed in 8. So I have a feeling that they're going to do that with her, and that's going to be the big reveal, even if it's just something simple. And I think that 9 is really going to be when we learn about who and what Snoke is.
Sort of the return of the Jedi with that 9th one.
Well, sort of, because we knew Palpatine was basically Palpatine in Episode 5. Like there was no big reveal with Palpatine. It was just kind of like, there's the Emperor,
Right.
which is fine, you know. With Snoke, it's like we have this whole thing that like, who is he, and more importantly, what is he? Because he's apparently not human. And I still think he's connected to the Wills somehow. I'm sticking with that story, and I'm still with the Darth Plagueis thing a little bit, not as much as I was, but I have a very funny feeling that he's going to be a Will or connected to the Wills somehow.
And they're not going to make Rey to be like Kylo's sister or like anything like twins.
Let's hope not.
Let me say this: if they say that she's related to Kylo Ren, like as his sister, obviously, or even his cousin. His cousin I could kind of deal with. If they say that she's his sister, I am immediately calling BS on that, because Bloodline took place 6 years before The Force Awakens, and Leia said, I had Ben.
But could they be lying, though? Like, because they don't want nobody to know?
No, there's no reason to.
Okay. Maybe there was a prophecy that they saw that something would happen, and they hid her like they hid Luke?
Even in Aftermath Life Debt, when Leia uses the Force to sense the child in her, she says, "Oh, it's a boy."
Okay, so there's no way she could be Leia's kid.
If she is, again, I'm calling BS on it.
So, I mean, what about being Luke's kid?
That's possible. I just don't think she is.
But she has some connection with the Force. It's like that lightsaber belongs to her, so it's like.
Well, with
maybe
the new
Dozer or something like that.
With the new canon now, it's not so much the lightsaber; it's the kyber crystal within the saber. What they're really pushing in the new canon is that like in the old canon, the kyber crystals have some sort of connection to the Force. But what they're really getting at in the new canon is that these kyber crystals are really like a conduit for the Force to kind of communicate with people, which is why they bleed when, you know, a Sith or a dark side user takes them from a Jedi and they turn red. I have a feeling that it's more so the kyber crystal is calling out to her. It's not necessarily that she's a Skywalker, quote unquote, or that she's connected to them. I think it's just the crystal, for some reason, is calling out to her.
Okay.
And it would have been nice to kind of know that they were going in this direction before The Force Awakens.
Yes.
Because I was always kind of confused. I was like, no other lightsaber has ever done this. Like, this doesn't make sense.
That's why I was getting like, what the F is going on?
Now that they've explained that the kyber crystals are somewhat, I don't want to say sentient, but like a conduit for the Force to communicate. Now I get it. Now I'm like, okay, that makes more sense. It's not the lightsaber, it's the kyber crystal.
Right. It sounds almost like a twist on the old Excalibur lore.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Okay. What else? Is there any chance that...
I saw the trailer again, and I'm still not that impressed by the new movie.
Is there any chance that Kylo Ren will get his hands on the Millennium Falcon?
Only if he turns to the light.
What if he just steals it? He wants it.
I don't think he cares, to be honest with you.
I mean, they cut that scene from The Force Awakens. I mean,
he had a moment. Yeah, he had a moment. Apparently, not apparently. It's confirmed. That,
well, now it's not canon anymore that he was on there. It just doesn't. It never happened.
I don't, because if it's in the book, it's canon. I don't know if it's in the book though. But he, like you said, he had that moment in there. I think he'll get it if he turns back.
At the end of 8, he'll just pilot it out of there?
No, I don't think he's going to get it in 8. I think if he turns back to the light side, he'll get it.
I mean, if Rey's dead on the floor, does he carry her out and put it on a Millennium Falcon and take off? If he turns good, I mean, what the hell is going to happen with Luke? What if Luke loses it? Seriously.
I think Luke's going to die in 9, to be honest with you. And then he's going to come back as a Force ghost if they do any more, which they will. I think. I really don't know because I don't know what their plan. Obviously, none of us know what their plan for 9 is. We still really don't know much about 8.
Yeah.
I'm almost certain that as for right now, the Millennium Falcon is just going to be for Rey and Chewbacca.
And they're not going to destroy it, obviously. It's not going to be destroyed.
I hope not.
Yeah.
That would be that'd be pretty bad.
Be morbid. Yeah.
It's sort of like its own icon.
Yeah, you can't
lightsabers
destroy
are for this. The Millennium Falcon is like their own personal little link to Star Wars.
Yeah, because it's not just a ship anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Luke's X-wing. Yeah, Luke's X-wing gets destroyed. So what? He gets another X-wing.
Yes.
This is while it is okay, it's a YT model freighter. This isn't any YT model freighter. This is the Millennium Falcon.
This has got history to it.
Yeah, like you said, Scott. It's not something that you can just be like, it's just a ship. If a director came on board and they said something like that, I'd be very worried about whatever movie they were making.
Yeah.
Because
I'd be like, you obviously don't get it.
Going to be an X-wing. So basically seeing Luke's X-wing, it's just like, okay, big deal. It's another X-wing. But when you actually see the Millennium Falcon, it's like, yes, that's Star Wars.
Just like C-3PO and R2-D2.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right. All right. Second story.
Now this one's kind of weird.
What is going on with this nonsense?
I don't know how I feel about this, and I'm basically this is a rumor right now. Ridley Scott apparently wants to make his own sequel to Alien, and for me to clarify that, the way I'm interpreting this is he wants to make a movie after Alien that I'm assuming would take place in between Alien and Aliens.
While she's sleeping.
That's the only way.
I guess.
The whole time
I
while
had
she's
this
sleeping.
one thought though, and this is the thing that scares me for this franchise anyway. Is he going the route that this is an alternate universe and that the other movies didn't happen?
Oh shit! Don't even fucking tell me that.
No.
Don't even fucking say. Where did you get that?
Tar and feather yourself.
Oh no! I don't have any. That's just me speculating.
Oh shit!
Because that was my first thought, and then I was like, oh no, wait, they could do a movie between Alien and Aliens.
Oh.
However, though, Alien, I believe Alien Isolation did that story already because that follows Ripley's daughter. Now I don't think that's canon.
Yeah, it's not.
The other thing is this. I know at the time it came out, Aliens Colonial Marines was considered canon. I don't know if that's the case anymore.
What do you mean? The second movie is not canon?
No.
No, the video game.
The
video
game
that
canon.
came out. Apparently Fox said this is what happens after Aliens.
Yes.
But that game was so terrible, apparently.
They had to go.
I don't know if they ever said, oh no, it's not anymore. I don't know what the status is.
I
would assume it's uncanon, but I don't know. Not that it really affects anything.
So I don't understand why can't he just, if he did Blottenkim's thing about, then it would be sued or no?
Well, he's not going to do that.
He can't do the thing that 3 and 4 never happened, right?
He said this thing said that he wanted to do a sequel to Alien. Which again, to me that means that
while she's sleeping,
it's probably going to be between Alien and Aliens.
That's stupid shit. Because we already have a sequel to Alien.
But you know what doesn't okay? In Alien, didn't they say that they've never encountered a life form like the one Ripley described?
Yes, that's why.
This is why I'm having a hard time with some of this prequel stuff and whatnot.
So okay. Serious now, we're not even joking around, right? You really think that the odds are this could be an alternate timeline with the Alien?
I have no evidence to support that. That was just a thought that I had, but it made sense to me because I was trying to think why would Ridley Scott now be pushing this
because he doesn't want Neil Blomkamp to ever do a movie.
No, I don't. I don't mean like that. What I mean is why would he implement the story of Prometheus, which is almost like a completely different?
Yeah.
Seriously, watch Prometheus, and other than some of the
because
references
people
to Alien,
didn't
it's completely different.
people didn't take to it the way
Right.
he wanted to. And if he would have pursued it where he said, why pursue it with brand new aliens? They may not work. Let me go safe bet to what works in the aliens.
That was the first thought I had, because it was like, if this is like, if he's gonna come out and be like, well, Aliens, Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection didn't happen, it's almost an alternate universe anyway. Now I don't know if he's gonna do that.
No. That might not be an alternate universe. That might not be an alternate universe. It might be a perception of reality for Ripley that she's dreaming that. Not necessarily, because again, how stupid would that be that they took a fingernail and cloned her? That's really dumb.
No. I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying if they come out and say that Aliens, Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection did not happen, then by definition, it is an alternate universe.
Well, Aliens definitely happened, no matter what.
We don't know. Well, hold on. We don't know that, though. If he's making a new... and again, this is all speculation, but if he's making a completely new story out of all of this...
Right.
Who knows? I think it's going to be between Alien and Aliens. I think it's one universe in between Alien and Aliens.
I think that Aliens was the perfect sequel.
Yeah.
I love it in every way. It's one of those rare movies that 2 is better, or in a sense, like really, really, good. And I feel that I think he's just doing shit on the fly. I'm sorry. I have to say it, because none of these plans were told before. I think he's like full of it. I think he's making this shit up as he goes along.
That or it's a red herring.
He has six ideas for a movie.
Just ideas I've got, but they're not really 100%. They're just a...
That could be true. That could be true.
That's just bullshit. I'm sorry. There's no way.
What Joe's saying, too, it's probably like a means to, okay, here we go, Blowcamp. Try making your movie now.
Well, that's the thing. I think, what's going to happen? After the Defenders, everybody's going to love Sigourney Weaver.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to be popular. And then Fox is going to be like, isn't it Fox, right? They're going to be like, you think you could like do a sequel to Aliens, maybe? What Blomkamp wanted to do, maybe?
Here's a little bit of money.
I think because she's popular, and I think that would be a great idea. What do you think? I'm pretty sure.
We got 4 dump trucks of money right here.
Right. I'm telling you right now, for him not to do a sequel with Sigourney Weaver is a tragedy. I got to say right now. That's the biggest letdown in history.
Now, it's got to be up to Sigourney Weaver, though. You also got to think.
We have to have a Sigourney Weaver and an alien movie. I mean, that's just... I don't want no cameo. I mean, she could still run, and she could kick anybody's ass. I mean, you see her with the Stephen Colbert thing? Come on. She definitely could play the part. Absolutely. No doubt in my mind. I want that.
If they could bring her in just so she could pass on the reins, that would be...
No, I don't want... Screw the reins. The reins couldn't even hold torch to her. Screw this. You know what? I never like that shit when they do stuff like that and they pass the torch. Or, oh, the old guy wrestles the young guy. I mean, in some cases, with Indiana Jones, that didn't work. So... No, man, just have her in a movie and forget about the torches. You can do alien movies without or whatever, okay, but let her appear. Let Blomkamp do it. To hell with it. With Ridley Scott. Can't they both do it together? You throw him a bone or something?
I think that would be a nightmare, to be honest with you.
Oh.
Yeah, they'd be strangling each other. This movie would never...
You know what I don't understand? The guy on his Twitter is like praising Alien Covenant and Alien's the greatest thing, loving it. Ridley Scott is amazing, but Ridley Scott's like, screw you. I don't understand that. Why is that? I mean, not really.
Like 80, I mean.
But he's not really saying screw you. But he's like, yeah, I'm gonna make it. Well, I'm gonna live to like 200, so you never make a movie and be dead. It's like seriously, It's like they should have gave Blomkamp a chance. I'm sorry. I don't understand what he's saying. He didn't prove himself, but then Blomkamp prove himself. Then go out there.
I think he should. I think if he gets 1 or 2 really good movies,
then what is he doing? What's his next movie?
Go back to them and be like, listen, I want to do Aliens. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm seeing some of these reviews for Alien Covenant, and it's not getting like the praise that they were expecting. It's getting positive reviews, but it's not going overboard like I think they were expecting.
Because they're wanting to see aliens. They honestly want to see those lovely aliens, and they're not seeing it. They're just seeing a lot of people running around, reacting to green screens and firing. And
It's called
laser beams, and that's not what people want to go see. They want to see the alien bust out of the chest or running down a corridor.
It's called lack of Naomi Rapace. Keep saying it. If you're gonna do a Prometheus sequel, she's in the whole movie. She whipped the baby out of her, running around. Come on. She is the hero. You can't, have the one thing that everybody loved about Prometheus is her. And then you don't give it to us. So F you. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You can't screw with the audience. They know what they want. Okay? That's like saying Star-Lord's no longer in Guardians of the Galaxy or Gamora and Strax, and you just throw some other group in there like Sylvester Stallone and his group without even giving us a chance. No, you can't do that yet. Naomi Rapace.
I gotta tell you something. I've been thinking about this ever since I saw Prometheus the first time. There's a line in Prometheus. I think David says it to Naomi Rapace's character, or one of them says it to her, and they're like, "Oh, your will to survive is like nothing we've ever seen," or something like that. Like, you have a great will to survive. And as soon as I heard that, I thought of the line in Alien where Ash is like, it's will to survive or something. It's a survivor, something like that. Then I started thinking about that leaked plot synopsis that I read for Alien Covenant. Wouldn't it be a kick in the balls if, she's the genesis for the xenomorphs? Like the ones that we know? Like, David turns her into a xenomorph, and that's
why the aliens keep coming back?
That's where that quote-unquote will to survive comes from? Because honestly, look at the evidence, though. That those two lines, right? The leaked synopsis that I read. And then, if you look at some of the stuff that they were planning to do for Prometheus, one of the characters was supposed to start turning into a xenomorph.
Yeah, within his own helmet, and
before they went to the I think it was the practical effect with it was the geologist with the hair, the red hair.
Mm-hmm.
He gets the goo on his face, and then he shows up back at the ship, and he's like a zombie attacking.
Yeah.
Originally, he was supposed to be turning into a xenomorph-like creature, and that's when I started thinking. I was like, we saw in the prologue, David puts Naomi Rapace's character in hypersleep, and she's like, okay, I'm going to go into hypersleep. He's responsible, apparently, for the planet that they're on being taken over by the black goo.
Right.
And then I was thinking, oh my gosh, he is going to put that black goo in the thing, and she's going to turn into, the first queen xenomorph.
He's really going to fucking do that.
This is me speculating. I have no real hard evidence for that. So, I'm not saying that's how it goes. But I could see that happening. I 100% see that happening. And that's why in Alien Awakening, they're going to go back and tell her story or something like that.
And at the end, she's going to be there.
I think we might see that in Covenant.
Or she's going to have some resemblance to it and doesn't even move.
Oh my God.
Could you imagine that?
I got to tell you, it's a crazy idea. I mean, it might be a great idea, but
it's a stupid idea.
I mean, it sounds cool, but then again, we're of the old mentality. Cool. She's the hero. Yeah, I know. She's the hero, and she needs to save the day, not that she becomes the villain. It's like, wouldn't it be cool if she's the alien queen?
Well, you want to know. Now that I think about it, you want to know how I think this could be possible, and it's actually not the craziest idea that they've had for this series?
Oh, no.
Do you remember, obviously, at the end of Prometheus, you remember the deacon, the thing that comes out of the engineer?
That stupid, ugly-looking thing.
Do you know what happens to that thing in the comic book?
It dies?
It turns into a mountain.
What?
It turns into a mountain. There's a group years later that go to the planet, and they find some of the wreckage from the Prometheus and stuff, and they're going around, and they find this mountain, and they're like, oh my gosh, this mountain is alive. And they allude that they're like, oh, this creature was born on the planet, and it's just evolved for over time, and it's turned into this mountain, and it's literally a living mountain. It's not like a giant monster. It's literally like a living mountain. Like it doesn't move. Apparently, it's just kind of like alive. And so now that I think about that, I could totally see Naomi Rapace's character turning into an alien.
That's crazy.
Like they had predators in that comic. I think it was called Prometheus Fire and Stone. I think that's what it was called. And there was a predator that got ingested the black goo, and it turned into like a engineer predator monster that killed all these other predators. And then in another, it might have been the same comic, I'm not sure, but there's another comic I know for a fact that they're like, the deacon turned into a mountain. And I was like, what? Like,
you know, it's funny. It's like we always got our alien to the aliens, right? But we never got from Predator the Predator's answer to aliens. Like a movie that was like the greatest Predator movie known to man. We always got where we liked to. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like super, you know?
Right.
And then it was like, and then there's Predators, which if you like that. But, I mean, we never got like the best freaking Predator movie ever. Just nobody ever gave us anything like really. And I always wanted that. I always wanted them to do something unbelievable with that. And I don't even think we're going to get that now, to tell you the truth, but we'll find out. You know, unfortunately. But, so Alien Awakening, we might as well call it Alien the Quickening.
There can only be one.
There can only be the Quickening. Connor McLeod, McLeod, like, can I die?
I just want to know if, you know, we talked about this before, like what happens if Covenant and Awakening both do horrible at the box office?
Well, first of all, Covenant is horrible. It's not going to be an Awakening.
Probably not.
So it's going to be a situation where somebody is going to say something stupid like, let's have Alien vs. Predator again. And then it's going to be a disaster. I don't know. I mean, I don't think they would give it a break. I think they would go to Ridley Scott and say, look, dude, it's either Prometheus or Alien. What are you trying to do here?
Yeah, you're going to have
Stop
to flip
the
a coin
shit.
of rock, paper, scissors with
if Alien Covenant bombs, Ridley Scott is going to do Alien 5. I'm saying it right here. Or actually, would it be 3 if he erases 4 and 5? Anyway, he's going to, if Alien Covenant fails, he is going to start off with Ripley and Newt, and it's Hicks, right?
Yep.
Waking up, and there you go. Maybe Neil Blomkamp will write it. Maybe he'll direct it. They'll have some type of connection that way. But I'm telling you right now, or he'll have Neil Blomkamp write it with a whole bunch of people helping him. That is what they're going to do because they're not going to give up on the franchise 100%, but they're going to give us what we want. Do you agree?
I think it's possible.
Yep, sounds good.
Besides all that, we didn't really talk about it too much, but what if the Mummy fails?
No classic monster universe.
Yeah.
And again, I think they're already backtracking that this is not the first of already.
They can't even do that because did you see the one trailer?
I know
with what's his name's character, Russell Crowe?
Yes.
Yes.
So they can say whatever they want, but it's in the movie.
It's still Mission Impossible with magic.
But they're trying to use that to show different things of other movies.
Yeah, because they showed the skull with the vampire teeth. And
yeah.
Right.
he was like, I don't remember what he calls it, but he's like, this is where we learn and fight evil or something like that. And I was like, oh, well,
all right.
there's the Shield/Monarch for this universe.
So it's all banking on Tom Cruise.
Oh.
Will he pull
That's
out
not a
another
bad-
one?
Yeah, and I saw the trailer for it for if not Guardians and another movie, but still I am not thoroughly impressed with the Mummy. Yes, they've got
That's it. He may pull it out because anything he puts his name to lately, movies like Jack Reacher gets a damn sequel.
And Edge of Destruction or whatever is getting a sequel.
Edge of Tomorrow, yeah. I was just
Tomorrow,
gonna say that,
yeah. Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat. I guess that's the title of the sequel.
And they said that Hellboy, I heard a thing online that it's not
rated R and
it's not
cursing.
Rated R. And
no, it's a reboot. They're rebooting
because of Deadpool. Because of Deadpool, everybody wants to be like Deadpool all of a sudden.
Well, Guillermo del Toro tried. He pitched an idea for Hellboy 3, but they were like, no.
I mean, they're trying to be like Deadpool, but what was before Deadpool? Kick-Ass. And Kick-Ass started doing stuff like that. If you think about it.
And then you had
Kingsman's. Kingsman's. Yeah, that's going to get the third.
Yeah, Kingsman. And
anything about Indiana Jones at all? I mean, is there a sentence at least? I mean, it's like, hey, we're Disney.
Watch
Indiana Jones is coming out in like 2 years, but we don't even have a sentence on paper. That's okay. It's like, I mean, do we really know anything about it? Nothing. It's just
Star Trek.
It's just a name.
Working on that, so.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really working for them, ain't it?
Yeah. Yeah, about that. People were like, but you're talking about this thing, Star Trek Discovery, for 4 years, Matrix Lord. I'm like, yeah. I didn't spell that out.
Exactly. We're planning for it to come on TV.
Listen, at this rate, Star Trek 4, which would be J.J. Abrams' thing, will be out before Discovery.
4? I was looking more about 7 or 8.
Dang.
She'd be like, I wish they didn't kill me off of Walking Dead. Shit! Damn it. You know what? It was the weirdest thing. But one day I'm just like thinking, and I just pictured like Rick in space. Like with starships and like walkers. Go to war! All 4-ton torpedoes! Do it! Like, and you see like an intelligence. Because you know what? It was because of that comment that they made.
Yeah.
That they said, why can't it be like Star Trek where it's in the future and they're in ships and there's like walkers on the space? Like, what are they going to be, a little intelligent where they can like fly it or something? I mean, it's like, you imagine like Rick being like a Starfleet captain with walkers?
Dude, I'm telling you, he's going to be the next Doctor.
Or the next Starfleet captain.
They're going to kill him off, and then we're going to be like, what? And then Capaldi's going to regenerate. It's going to be Rick, and we're going to be like, oh my gosh.
And then he's going to go to Davros. Do you have any idea who you're...
Yeah.
You do this to Nardo? Bill? Missy?
Hey, he could regenerate into our favorite batter.
You know, not for nothing, you know how Capaldi punched somebody? Like, this doctor would beat the shit out of him. But Doctor, you didn't sonic screwdriver. I'm going to use my fist. And you punch him like that. Oh,
he pushes over a Dalek.
My fist is sonic. It makes a noise as I hit your face.
Stop throwing a sonic screwdriver at somebody's eye. Imagine I just like talk to him.
I will say this much, getting off topic for a second. That's what I always loved about the old Superman series. I thought it was so funny. They fire the entire round at Superman. What do? They throw a gun at him.
Yeah. I don't know what. You know what?
What do they expect him to do? Go, son of a bitch, people, come on.
Listen, make Andrew Lincoln like a freaking Superman villain. Imagine. Crazy ass. I got to tell you, I love Andrew Lincoln. He's fantastic. Fantastic. Imagine they would put Darrow in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, God.
As a character, Norman Reedus. Yondu, he was, oh my God. Michael Rooker, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was fantastic. Fantastic. He was great.
You can even tell that was Miley Syphilis. I mean, Miley Cyrus coming from that little robot head.
Which one?
At the end of when they were showing Stallone's Guardian of the Galaxy guy.
Oh yeah.
And that was Miley Syphilis. I mean, Miley
Cyrus
was coming from
Cyrus. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they were all that. That was a new. I gotta tell you, Chris. I know you don't like certain movies, but this was a good movie. I like it.
I'm planning on seeing it. I just, you know, eventually I will.
Yeah. There's nothing to see this week.
No.
Unless you want to see Excalibur.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
really?
no, thank you.
No. Not this version. I mean, when I was a kid, I saw the Excalibur movie.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
I think there was 2 versions, because I remember seeing it on HBO. There was like an R version. Then
There was a long-ass version of it. Yeah, I remember. That was a great movie. Okay, so our time is running out. Again, to make a joke, the whole universe is calm because Matrix Lord didn't put gel in his hair. So you can all... Although it wasn't calm today, but that's a long story. Anyway, what else?
There's an earthquake in
we have
California. That's the reason.
We have something?
There's one small thing about Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
Oh, yes, that thing you sent me. Yes.
What?
Did you send me something on Godzilla today? No.
I don't think I did.
Or you put something on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
The very kind of an interesting casting thing. I don't think this is going to be a big part of the film, but kind of interesting. The role that they're casting for right now is being called Father of a Scarred Child.
What?
That's what it says. It says, will portray father to a scarred child. Shoots July 5th.
God. Really?
I'm assuming that means something very bad happens.
Really? Oh my God. I don't know. What was that thing on Facebook that the guy did all these drawings with Godzilla with Captain America's shield or something? And
Oh yeah, they did like the kaiju dressed up as the Avengers. It's kind of funny. Mothra was Spider-Man. The Mothra larva. Godzilla was Thor. He had the hammer. I think Anguirus had Captain America's shield.
Yeah, can you send that to me? I want to see that again. I can't find it.
I don't think I sent it to you, but it was on there.
If you find it, send it to me because I just want to show the kids. That was hysterical. Man, pretty funny. Yeah, you imagine Disney buying Godzilla? It'd be a freaking thing out every freaking month. Actually, every year they begin.
I don't know how I would feel about that. I would be like, I'd have to see what they were doing.
Yeah. I don't know.
We've got a new Disney princess. Meet her. It's Mothra.
Yeah. Phase 5. Phase 5 would be the Avengers versus Godzilla.
They probably would do Monsters Unleashed.
You're right. They probably would.
And they would have them fight them all.
Oh, gosh.
And you have, like, Tony Stark talking funny, and then Godzilla's like, eh. And they would do, like, the one that was, like, that everybody, like, almost had, like, a personality, you know, CGI, like, eh.
Dude. He would make, like, Godzilla armor.
Mm-hmm.
That Godzilla would wear, like Iron Man armor.
Godzilla Buster armor.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
But then Godzilla would take his hair and hit him like a baseball bat.
No. Godzilla would have the American flag on his chest.
Oh,
Godzilla always found a way though to, like, if things didn't work out, to beat somebody. That was like the coolest thing. So yeah,
he swallows the Infinity Gems. He becomes Infinity Godzilla.
They should have had him with the club. That would have been great.
Oh,
Godzilla. Imagine that shit. Oh, don't give him all funny ideas. The American Kaiju will have the Infinity Gauntlet next, which is actually Godzilla ripoff. So, all right, guys. Take care. Bye for now.